Hey everybody, welcome back to this month's O.C.D Gaming News, and girl, there is a lot to talk about, so let's get to it. First things first, I have to give a special shout out to my beloved Patreons at the infected level. Big shout out to D Cells, Resi Raider, and Shantae. Thank you so much for your love and support on Patreon. I appreciate you so very much. Now, back to the news. Okay guys, I know this month's gaming news episode is going up late. I know things have been slow on the channel, even though I've been trying to give out longer videos. I'm trying to do long form videos over an hour to make up for the lack of videos. I'd rather put out one long video and catch you up all at once because I really have had no time lately, just like life. And if you follow me on Blue Sky, I don't really post much stuff, but I did post that I have been having a time with my beloved co-host Cookie, my 14-year-old pup. He has been going through the gigs for the last year. He has been in and out of the vet so many times. Daisy too, but Cookie is real. Daisy's 12. They're 12 and 14, so they are elderlies. You know, they have to go to the vet a lot, and they have a lot of health issues and a lot of medications. And Cookie has been needing like round the clock care. Like I can't, like I have to wait for him to be sleeping for me to even go record because he's like inconsolable unless he can't see, he can't hear, so he's like freaks out if I'm not around. So I have been taking care of him like around the clock, and there's been like, you know, of course, sleepless nights. And then I have to, you know, my regular life I have to keep up with. So that's why there hasn't been a lot of videos. That's why this this news episode is going up late. I'm recording it on the 17th. Normally I have it up between the 15th and the 17th to give myself a little leeway. I'm going to try my best to get it up by the 18th, but I am doing my very best. So I appreciate your patience. If you're here, thank you. Thank you for still being here. Thank you for still watching the videos. Just know I am doing my very best. I am only one person. I am a one-person team here. And, you know, I have other responsibilities. Even though I love the gaming, I love gaming and bringing the gaming news to you. Everybody, it's like the highlight of my month to go over the gaming news, and these episodes, I love doing them. But they are a lot of work. They take a lot of time to do. That's all I wanted to say. So thank you for your patience. But if you haven't seen a lot of videos, there's only 2 videos a week, but they're longer videos. I'm trying to see what works best for me. So thanks for your patience, and thanks for still being here. So let's get back to the news. It's time for the Gamer's Court. Okay, in the Gamers Court this month, no surprise here. We have dev companies trying to break up unions. We have layoffs happening. We have a lot of shenanigans going on in the gaming industry this month. So let's talk about it. Okay, the UK's Video Game Workers Union has filed legal claims against GTA VI developer Rockstar Games, alleging trade union victimization and blacklisting. Okay, those are some serious charges. This is allegedly. I don't know if this is true, but it seems to me that Rockstar is probably the richest of all the game devs, and that they could probably afford to keep their people in unions and still make out like bandits to me. But what do I know? I don't have their financial records. I don't get to see their balance sheets. I don't get to see their income statements and their tax returns. But I wish I could, bitch. I wish I could. Not only that's been going on, the big news of the month that GTA VI has been delayed again until next November. All right, we're going to talk about that later. Okay, so Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick is defending the company's culture and labor record against accusations of union busting, saying Take-Two is incredibly proud of its labor relations. So we're getting both sides of the story here. Who's right, who's wrong? There are 2 sides to every story. He's saying we have a great labor relations with the labor unions. Who knows? To be determined. All right. So we're getting both sides of the story here. Not sure who's right, who's wrong, but the plot thickens. Okay. Allegedly, Rockstar reportedly fired between 30 and 40 employees in a move that Independent Workers Union of Great Britain is claiming was blatant and ruthless union busting. So there is more to this story. Okay. The Independent Workers Union is saying, you are doing us dirty. CEOs are saying, we have a great relationship. There's nothing to see here. Who knows? Not me. I will keep you guys posted as this story develops. But not only that, there are more layoffs this month. Now, Crystal Dynamics has also laid off another 30 workers in a restructuring today. This was this month on November 13th, making this the 3rd wave of layoffs this year. This is their third wave of layoffs. I was going to say, I remember at least one of the layoffs announcements. So things are not going well at Crystal Dynamics. What's going on? 30 more people the year isn't over yet. Not only Crystal Dynamics, Square Enix has also announced mass layoffs, potentially impacting over 100 individuals alongside a broader effort to consolidate its publishing organization and focus its development work in Japan. Okay, so everybody is getting the axe in the gaming industry. How is this sustainable? I don't know. I don't know how the video game industry is going to survive with the amount of layoffs, the cutbacks. I mean, how are we going to be playing our games if there's nobody left to make the games? Now, I want to see these game developers, companies get it together, and I want to stop seeing these layoffs. What can we do to make this better? Okay, as purveyors of video games, I think that if they gave us shorter, I've been saying this for a while, I've been preaching this for years, give us shorter games, not on the grand scale of like instead of AAA, give us AA, give us more indie games. You won't have such a long like development cycle, and we'll be able to play more games, and you guys will be able to get more games out. But the games they give us are beautiful. I'm not complaining, right? I want the games to play, but I want them to be the vision of the developers and what they have and in their vision to come true. But in the meantime, I don't want to see any more of these layoffs. Now, get out of my courtroom. Next case. Now, as I barely mentioned in the Gamers Court, it is official. Rockstar Games has delayed GTA 6 once again. Once again, it has been delayed. It was originally slated for fall of 2025, which is we are in the fall of 2025. No game. Now, it was pushed back a couple of months ago to May of 2026, and we haven't seen anything else from them. No, no word, no whispers on the horizon, nothing. No whispers about what's coming and when it was coming out. Not even a trailer since the last trailer we've seen, which was incredible. Like, don't get me wrong. I know they're going to give it to us. They are going to give us everything. The fidelity, it looks gorgeous. I want to see a good story from this game too. But like, I know it's like the amount of hype, they can never live up to the amount of hype that everyone is giving this game before it comes out. So I don't really blame them. I don't really blame them for being like, this has got to be perfect. Like, I know every game dev wants it to be perfect, but this seems to have the world, the universe writing on it, which I think it's just a video game. Like, so like, I don't want people to be like working 180-hour work weeks and like having nervous breakdowns to try and get this game perfect. Okay. It's going to be gorgeous. We're going to love it. And no matter what it is, it's still going to be like even better than what we imagined it's going to be. So I hope that they're taking this time. They said, let me read the statement to you. So I hope they're not going cuckoo. I hope there is not a, toxic work environment going on there. This is a statement from Rockstar Games, and it says, Grand Theft Auto 6 is now set to launch November 19th, 2026. We are sorry for adding additional time to what we realize has been a long wait, but these extra months will allow us to finish the game with the level of polish you have come to expect and deserve. We want to thank you again for your patience and support. While the wait is a little longer, we are incredibly excited for players to experience the sprawling state of Leonida and a return to modern-day Vice City. Sincerely, Rockstar Games. Don't call us, we'll call you. They said, this is the statement. This is what's going on. And like, are we really surprised? A game of this level, this stature, this grandiosity, we kind of knew it was going to get pushed back. I mean, like, that's like the fail-safe for me when I hear games release dates. I'm shocked if it actually comes out on time. And if it does, I'm pleasantly surprised. Now, while we are still on the topic of Rockstar, let's talk about another jewel in the crown of Rockstar Games, Red Dead Redemption franchise. Now, Red Dead Redemption is officially coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Nintendo Switch 2 on December 2nd, 2025 with enhanced visuals, 60 frames per second and up to 4K resolution. So that is great. And I'm very happy to see that. I would like to see Red Dead Redemption 2 on PS5. That would be wonderful too. But I'm not mad at this, and right before the holidays too. And speaking of Red Dead Redemption 2 has become the 4th best-selling game of all time. Of all time, bitch. They have sold over 79 million units, making it the best-selling title of the last 7 years in the US based on dollar sales. That's incredible. What an accomplishment. It is an iconic franchise. It is an iconic game, iconic characters, and I love Red Dead Redemption 2 so much, and I'm glad to see that it is so high up on the list of most successful games of all time. Valve has taken the video game industry by storm. They said, PlayStation 5, what are you working on the next gen? They said, Xbox, are you working on the next gen? They said, we want a seat at the table too. They said, we would like a seat at the table too. Valve's newest hardware aims to further bridge the gap between gaming PCs and consoles. And now to return to its Steam Machine PC console hybrid hardware alongside a new version of the Steam controller. It says it will be over 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck, but there's no price yet. Okay, and they have also announced 3 new products, the next gen Steam Machine, the next gen Steam controller, and Steam Frame, its next gen virtual reality headset. And I say, give the people choices. I think that's awesome. This new lineup, it looks very impressive, and I think that's awesome for people who are just like, maybe they just love playing everything on Steam. Like, I'm a console girl. I like my PlayStation and my Xbox, but this is very interesting. I am not mad at this. I'm so excited to hear about this announcement. It is like, this is huge. This is huge news, guys. So congratulations. I can't wait to see how much this is going to cost. Okay, now, you know my beloved Double Fine had just released their newest game, Keeper, led by Lee Petty, and I absolutely loved it. I just put up the finale the other day, and it has stolen my little black heart. I loved it so, so much. And so do a lot of other people. Here are like the accolades, the gaming scores for this incredible game. I love the game so much. You know I'm a Double Fine fan. Like, I absolutely loved it. Okay, regardless of my bias, this is a game that I would never dream in a million worlds we would get to play. It is something so special and so heartwarming and so artistic and so just like heartfelt. It's everything. It's a fever dream, and it is a beautiful, chaotic, gorgeous fever dream, and I love it. I love it so much, and if you haven't played it, you should play it. It's heartwarming, it's beautiful, it's artsy, it's just, there's nothing out there like it. And if you're bored of the same games and the same story beats and the same games that you've been playing, like I love a lot of like the exclusives and the games that I play on both consoles, okay? But there is a sort of formula. And sometimes it gets boring with a certain formula. I'm just saying, okay? But this is something you've never seen before, and I love it, okay? No shade to any of the games. You know I love so many games. But this makes you realize, like, there's so much more out there we could be doing and playing, and I love it. So congratulations to Double Fine on all the accolades and all the flowers you are getting, because you totally deserve it. I love it so much. And they even got a write-up in the New York Times. They gave it a glowing review, a mind-blowing adventure with a walking lighthouse. It's everything I want in a game. Weird, beautiful, artistic, gorgeous, heartfelt. I love it. If you haven't seen my makeup cosplay for it, now if you say, Deirdre, the video game is about a walking lighthouse and a friendly bird companion, how are you going to do a video game makeup cosplay about it? Well, I did. And I was totally, it wasn't even like a problem. I knew exactly what I was going to do. It just gives you like the freedom to just think of crazy things. And I just love it. Okay. I was so inspired by it. Double Fine were very, very kind enough to see my video game makeup cosplay, and they retweeted it and they posted it on their socials under like the fan art there. And Tim of Legends even reposted it and thought it was like anything from Double Fine, that they even acknowledged that I exist and how much I love their games is just I still cannot believe it. So it is it's unbelievable honor that they even acknowledge my work, that I just do it because I love it and I love their games so much, incredible. Can't believe it. Now, that when they post on their socials, I didn't even see this. I didn't realize it, but they reached out to me and they said, like, did you see who liked the fan art post? I saw this and it was liked by Jack Black. That's it. End of the news episode. That's it. End of the news episode. That's all I have to say. I could not believe it. Now, you know that Jack Black is, first of all, I love Jack Black. And of course, he's like, forget about he's in my favorite video game of all time. He's just iconic. I love Tenacious D. I've seen them live many times. Love, love, love Jack Black. Like, who doesn't love Jack Black? Honestly, I'm nothing special. Everybody loves Jack Black, but I'm a huge Jack Black fan. And of course, Brutal Legend, my favorite video game of all time. Like, and just the metal. I love him so much. And he has voice acted in so many of their games. He starred in Brutal Legend. He was also Broken Age. He was in Psychonauts 2, and hopefully whatever new game they're working on, I hope to hear his voice in that game too. But he was, obviously he just saw the post. I'm sure he's not liked it because of my cosplay, but he's just supporting Double Fine. He saw it. That's all I'm saying. He saw my cosplay, and I lost my mind, and I still can't believe it. And it's one of those weird, wonderful things that it can only happen in video game universe. And I'm so thrilled. I was so thrilled. I could not believe it. First of all, that they even shared my work, my cosplay, and they shared it. And I just can't believe it. I just cannot believe it. What is this world? What is this? I don't know how it happened, but I'm so very thrilled that he even got to see it. That's it. I was done. I was sad. That was it for me. So anyway, I love Keeper. I'll stop gushing about it. But I love the game. Watch my playthrough of it. It's only 4 parts. I tried to make them really long. Love the game. Love, love, love. So congratulations to Double Fine on a very successful launch and beautiful piece of art. Okay, now when I saw this trailer on YouTube, and I'm like, is this a new Horizon game that they're releasing? I'm like, I know they're coming out with a new game, but I don't think it would be just randomly on YouTube, without a special announcement, without showcase. And I'm like, oh, I realized, okay, this isn't Guerrilla Games. This is another game that's based off of the Horizon franchise. NCSoft has revealed Horizon Steel Frontiers, a new MMORPG for PC and mobile, and no, not PS5, in which players roam the Deadlands with the series' trademark action hunting gameplay fused with advanced MMORPG systems. Check out the first trailer. I checked out the first trailer. I was like, oh my God, is this a new Horizon franchise? It looks beautiful. That's not my type of game to play, but I was thrilled to see it. This gaming franchise you could do so many things with. And I guess I wasn't the only one confused, because Jason Schreier came through and he said, just to clear up some confusion, I've seen the newly announced NCSoft Horizon MMO is different from the multiplayer Horizon game that's in development at Guerrilla Games. That one is Guerrilla's next big project. So I can't wait to see what Guerrilla Games is coming with next. I love the Horizon franchise. It's good to see that Horizon's getting so much love, and I'm happy that they're working on the next big thing. When Hideo Kojima held his Beyond the Strands conference, he was talking about the plans for the next 20, 30 years for Kojima Productions and what they're working on. And one of the things they said, they were talking about an animated series. We have more news on that. It says an all-new original animated series based on Hideo Kojima's Death Stranding series will bring to life a new story based on the award-winning Death Stranding video game for audiences across the world in 2027. So it's coming to Disney Plus in 2027. I mean, that's going to be incredible. I will be watching it and I will be reporting on it. He's got plans for infinity. He's got so much going on. I don't know how he has time to do anything, honestly. This is one of the things he announced at that conference. And so it's coming in 2027. So it's not too far off. In light of the news of everyone talking about the next gen consoles, what's happening for next gen, what are the plans for next gen, let's not forget about this gen. The new sales figure for the PlayStation 5 is 84.2 million units sold, and that puts PS5 ahead of every Xbox console ever released, overtaking the official figure for the Xbox 360. Wow, what an accomplishment. That's insane. And not only news about that, PlayStation also announced that they are introducing a new gaming monitor, 27-inch with DualSense charging hook, which I saw that. It looks so cool. You just hook it right under the monitor to bring the PlayStation experience to your desktop gaming space. QHD screen with HDR visuals, up to 240 refresh rates with VRR support. Full details on this US and Japan release coming 2026. And I love that. Oh my God, it looks amazing. What do you think of the news? Will you be getting it? Let me know in the comments. Now, let's move on to Microsoft. It says it's keeping its next-gen Xbox console plans under wraps, but it has suggested it will be ultra premium hardware. What that means, I don't know. I don't think any of us know. And I think they were being very tight lipped about it, but maybe they shouldn't be as tight lipped. I think they need to keep us in the loop a little bit more because people were doubting they were even coming up with the next gen. But is this going to be more like a PC? Especially now that Valve is just coming for Xbox's gig? I don't know. Bloomberg has reported that Microsoft gave Xbox a profit margin goal of 30%, which is much higher than the industry's average, and explains Xbox's huge layoffs, canceled projects, and price hikes, and the multi-platform push. Yeah, like it's crazy, like what they want them to do, and all the layoffs, canceled projects. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on over at Xbox, but not good. And another big problem that people were like up in arms over was that, at least like people get Xboxes, they get PlayStations. I think like with all things considered equal, it comes down to exclusives. That's what my thing is. Okay, I'm very lucky that I have both, so I don't have to choose between like which games I want to play. But people who only have one and like they've been sticking with them forever, it seems as if Xbox is no longer holding on to their exclusives. And the biggest news about that was Halo. That was their biggest exclusive game ever on the console. Halo, once the flagship Xbox exclusive, the video game Microsoft launched its first console with, has finally jumped ship. Microsoft has announced Halo Campaign Evolved, a remake of the original game's campaign, and it's coming to a PlayStation 5 day one. I don't think that bodes well for Xbox, but like, what do I know? Phil Spencer ain't calling me, telling me nothing. What do you think about this? Do you think this will hurt Xbox in the long run, or do you think it'll help it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. Now, today's the 17th, and I just watched the Game Awards announcements of the nominees. Geoff Keighley every year has his Game Awards. Don't worry, I will be pulling together my own Game Awards this year, as I always do for the last 9 years. Is this the 10th year I'm doing it? I'm not sure if it's the 9th or the 10th year I'm doing it. Every year I do my own video game awards. If you check the playlist for the other years, I just watched, and it seems good news for indie games this year. They were all over the nominations, okay? Expedition 33, Silk Song, Hollow Knight, and many others. So congratulations to all the indie games who were nominated. It was good to see Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding 2, of course, the big AAA games also represented, but we love to see indie games coming through. And I was kind of surprised that Keeper wasn't on there at all. I mean, I know it was so close to the nominations that it was released just like a couple weeks ago, but I still think it deserves so many awards, tons of awards. It was so beautiful, so like groundbreaking, honestly. But congratulations to all the nominees, and I will be watching it as I do every year. And if there's anything of excitement or anything that's big news that's announced, I will be there and I will be reporting on it. The Game Awards will be streaming on Prime Video. The event will happen on December 11th and will also be available on other platforms, including YouTube. Okay, so let's hope there's not as many commercials as there usually is on these Game Awards shows. I mean, I think like 45 minutes could be cut every year, like the sponsorships and the advertisement. It's a little much. It's just a little much, but I'm happy to see with the nominations. Congratulations to all the nominees. Now, speaking of Game Awards, also up for nominations was Ghost of Yotei. Congratulations to Sucker Punch. Congratulations on that beautiful game. I have only scratched the surface of that gorgeous game. I absolutely love it. It's so much fun and it's beautiful and the combat is just glorious. It's just so, they do it so right. The combat is so stunning. Love Sucker Punch, and they did an incredible job. Ghost of Yotei is also selling very well. They have sold 3.3 million copies in the first month. So congratulations to Sucker Punch. Congratulations to Ghost of Yotei. We love to see it. Now, a little side note, gaming news. You know, I'm a big fan of Ben Studio. Look, I was one of the biggest fans of Days Gone. And that game, I love that game so much. Oh my God, love the game. Now, unfortunately for Ben Studio, their projects have been canceled. Okay, they were supposedly coming out with another game. It was canceled. It's not going to be Days Gone 2, so that's just out of the question. That's never happening. Hopefully we'll be seeing something new from Ben Studio soon. But on a little side note, Kevin McAllister, Kev the Cap, once a super fan of the game of Days Gone, rode his dream all the way to Oregon and Bend, Oregon, and got a job at Ben Studio. And he's fantastic at it. He's an amazing community manager. He's like the perfect person for that job. Honestly, he's great at it. So happy to see. We love a Cinderella story on this channel. And it seems he has got a promotion. Okay, like I said, I'm not on social media as much as I should be keeping up with so many things. But this I happened to see, and I want to say congratulations to Kev the Cat. Nobody deserves it more. He's such a good guy and hard worker, and he just loves the game and Ben Studio so much. So we love to see it. He put out a little announcement. And then he says, I've stepped into the role of brand and communications manager at Ben Studio. Excited for what comes next. So congratulations to you, Kev the Cap. We love to see it. We love a Cinderella story from fan to a mover and shaker in the video game industry. Congratulations. Very happy for you. You totally deserve it. And I can't wait to see where you go next and where Ben Studio goes next. I will be watching and waiting to play. So congrats. Now, we know as of late, the last few years, video games are taking over other types of media. Television series, movies, little screen, big screen, television series, streaming services. They are everywhere. It seems like it is really steamrolled into more and more times. We're going to be seeing it. Fallout Season 2, we just got a trailer about it. We got some news about that. And don't forget, Call of Duty movie. Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan is in talks to script, and Lone Survivor's Peter Berg is near a deal to direct Paramount's live-action Call of Duty movie. I don't know when it's coming out, but my ass will be in the seats to see it. I'll be there to support all the video game movies and shows. I will be there to watch. Another movie in the works, the live-action Horizon Zero Dawn movie, will begin shooting next year. So that's only a month and a half away. It says Sony is on the hunt for the live-action Horizon Zero Dawn movie's director, according to a new court document. Hopes are to start filming in 2026 with the release date in 2027. The question now is, who should play Aloy? Who would play her? Who do you think should play Aloy in the movie? Oh, I'd have to think about that. We'd have to have someone who is fierce, beautiful, smart, cares about the world. Who would you like to see play Aloy? I'd have to think about that for a minute. Next movie news, video gaming movie news. Resident Evil. Set photos reveal that Zach Krieger's Resident Evil movie will take place in Raccoon City and is set prior to October 1998, and the events depicted in Resident Evil 3, which ends in the city being destroyed by a missile strike. I'm really excited for this. I have never played any of the old Resident Evil movies. I played, I think, Resident Evil 3. I played Biohazard, Village, and Requiem that's coming out. I want to play that as well. I don't know how I'm going to survive. I'm terrified of that game. Scares the living bejesus out of me. But I still love to play it. But this is exciting. So I will definitely be seeing this in the movie theater. What do you think? Are you excited for this movie? Let me know in the comments. I know there were Resident Evil movies in the past, but now that was then. This is now. Okay, and also in Resident Evil / Metal news, I have to report anything that my two favorite things in the world come together, metal and video games. I love. And I have to report on it. Okay, Baby Metal and Resident Evil are joining forces to celebrate 30 years of survival horror. Get your hands on exclusive collaboration merchandise coming in 2026, which I love that. I love a good merch. I love a good merch t-shirt. That's my whole wardrobe, honestly. And I reported last month that Courtney LaPlante, I always want to call her Courtney LaPalante, I don't know why, from Spirit Box, was working with Riot Games on an exclusive song, which we love. I love her. So the two things coming together, nothing makes me happier. And another movie wrap up, The Legend of Zelda. Filming on Nintendo's live action The Legend of Zelda movie will take place in New Zealand until April next year. It's now shooting in New Zealand. I want to support all the video game movies. And now it's time for the yes. Yes, bitch. And the mess. Now, my yes for the month, 100%. Was Keeper. I love that game so much. It was such a fever dream and such a heartwarming, incredible, artistic fever dream video game that we wouldn't get from anybody else but Double Fine. Nobody does it like Double Fine. I'm very sorry. I love so many games and so many franchises, and I have nothing but respect for all the whole industry and the devs who make the games that we love to play. But Double Fine just has my heart. I'm sorry. I love their games so much. They're magical, and I absolutely adore them. So if you haven't played Keeper, please play it. It's a short game. It's not a long game. And you won't be sorry that you did. It was amazing. I loved it so much. The fact that they saw my my makeup cosplay, and they reposted it on their socials, and so very generous of them. And they actually sent me a code to play the game, which I was going to play it anyway. Like I could never let a Double Fine game pass by without me playing it. There's no way. That was very kind of them to send me a code to play the game. And early access, I had it before the game came out. Thrilled to play the game, and I love it. And so that and the cosplay that came together, God knows how, but it did. And I was really happy with the way it came out. So that was definitely my yes for the month. And my mess for the month is the layoffs. I'm not even mad about game delays because I know that's just part of the industry. I know it's going to happen no matter what. It's so sad to see all the fighting going on between the unions, allegedly, and people getting laid off. This is just not sustainable. I say this all the time. And it still amazes me that every month there's more and more stories like this. There's not going to be anybody left to play these games, to make the games so we can play them. So I hate to see that. So what were your yeses and messes for the month? Let me know in the comments. That's it for this month, guys. Like I said, I told you at the beginning of the video, so much is going on in my personal life. It's crazy. I have to take care of my, aside from everything else going on, my pups need round-the-clock care. Like Cookie is really going through the gigs. He's a little old man. He's 14 and Daisy is 12. And I am at that vet more than I can't even tell you how many times I've been there in the last year, how much care they need and medicine and visits. It's a lot. Okay, so I'm really struggling with trying to keep everything in balance, and especially the channel. I know the channel is suffering, but my pups aren't going to be around forever, and I have to take care of them. And it's not even like a choice. Like I can't even, it's not even like I'd have to think about it. All right, they're not going to be here forever. I have to take care of them the best I can and give them the most love I possibly can while they're here. I hope they stay forever, but I know that's not possible, right? We all love our pets so much, and they need extra care. So I have to focus on that. And then my life, there's other things going on in my life too that I have responsibilities for that I have to take care of. So it's not that I am not focusing on games. It's just that everything else has to come first right now. But I will never stop playing games. I will never stop uploading games and putting them on the channel. So I hope you guys still stick around and watch the videos. Please give me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, or if you want, you can even join me on Patreon. We have a lot of fun over there. Support me, even just watching these videos, leaving a comment means the world to me. I appreciate you all so very much. I'm losing my voice. That's it for this month. Thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you all so very much. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll be back with more.